notice what happened to him years before. We don't know how long it was from the fall of Satan to the fall of man. Could have been years. We don't know. And he says, how you are fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. Son of the morning. He was a nice-looking person. How you are fallen from heaven. You who with the nations. For you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven. This is the devil or Lucifer in heaven. I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I'm going to have my own throne. I will also sit on the mount of the congregation, on the farthest side of the north. I will ascend above the highest of the cloud, and I will be like the Most High. Yet you shall be brought down to Sheol, to the lowest depth of the pit. See, he was given the power of free will, and something entered, that he said, well, I'm going to be like God. I will ascend. I will have my angels that will follow me. And he deceived 1/3 of the angels in heaven. The heavenly hosts are divided into 3 armies, and he took 1/3. We know that by Revelation. He deceived those angels. Those are the demons now. He was cast out of heaven. But listen what I'm teaching you. And he started roaming in the universe. And everywhere he went, the universe was empty. No life. No wisdom. But he saw that in the earth, God placed Adam and then Eve. And there, they had soul, they had spirit, they had emotions, they had personality, they were human beings, equal to the image of God. I said not equal, but to the image of God. But, listen to what I'm teaching you. He had no power to enter the world. He was roaming in the cosmos. He could go to Mars, the sun, galaxies, but he cannot enter the world. Because God gave the world to one man, Adam. You will have dominion over the world. And he had the dominion of the world. And the deceiver said, the only way that I can take control of this world is I gotta deceive. They gotta open the door and I gotta enter. And I'm gonna do it through the woman. So one day, Eve was walking in the garden. Where Adam was, we don't know. He was probably taking a nap. Siesta. But Eve walks and stands by the tree. He says, well, it's not too bad. What can it be wrong? Looks good. 3. Desire to satisfy an appetite. She was hungry. She had taken all the other fruit, but she walked by the tree in the middle of the garden. She says, you know what, I haven't tasted that. I wonder how it tastes. I'm hungry. I'll taste it. Appetites is something natural that God has given us, to all of us. We appetite for food. We appetite for sex. We have appetite for wealth. It's normal. God-given normal desires that can be distorted. Sex is good. God made sex. And the bed undefiled, God honors. So sex in the context of marriage is good, is holy. And the book of Hebrews says, is honorable among men. But outside of marriage is a carnal appetite, which is called by two names: fornication and adultery. So if you're having sex and you're not married, you are in fornication. And on the month of December, we have a special for weddings, 2 for the price of 1.
Hallelujah.
Give the Lord a hand, let me pray. See, I'm teaching you what is contrary to our philosophy today, to our way of life. Just come together, see if you like it. If you don't like it, change it. You know, like socks. Like if you don't like your socks, throw them away, get a new pair of socks. And also, desires for other things. The appetite for food is good. But if you get distorted, it's gluttony. So, to have appetite for food is good, nutritious. But if you start eating and lose control, it becomes a sin. And there's so much people spending so much money and diet. Hey, I'll give you a diet, easy, and I'm not going to charge you anything. Exercise 20 minutes 3 times a week. Excessive until you start sweating. 3 times a week. 20 minutes. And then listen. You know, God put a chip inside of your stomach. You know what a chip is in the computer? Intel inside.